Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. I am back today with another installment of the Squish, and personally I am very tired of winter. I am ready for spring to be here, so I thought I would try to bring it in the game by creating a tiny home inspired by spring with like blooming flowers and lots of places to work on your gardening skills. So that's what we're going to be working on here today. But before we get any further into that, I just wanted to say thank you to today's sponsor. Thank you so much to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring today's video. You can go ahead and download the game for free right now using the link down below on your mobile device or tablet. I am also hosting a giveaway or sweepstakes for a pack of your choice from The Sims 4, so make sure you stay tuned on how to enter. And I will be doubling that giveaway if we reach at least 100 downloads this month. Disney Emoji Blitz is unlike any other match 3 game on the market. Each emoji has its own unique power-up, and you get to choose what to use, which offers a strong layer of strategy to every game that you play. My favorite emoji has been Baby Simba for a while now because he's just so cute, but there are so many emojis to collect with a deep collection of Star Wars, Pixar, Disney characters, with new emojis being added every week and month. There's even emojis in various categories, including silver, gold, and rainbow exclusives, plus story and villain characters as well. And all of the emojis you collect in game you can actually use in a special keyboard to text your friends for some friendly competition. Now about that giveaway. If you're interested in winning a pack of your choice for The Sims 4, all you need to do to enter is download Disney Emoji Blitz using the link in my description down below. From there, you need to get to level 25 in the game, screenshot yourself, and reply to my pinned tweet over on Twitter. I am Miss Gryphi over there. If you'd still like to enter and you are past level 25, you can still do so. All you need to do then is screenshot yourself at whatever level you are currently at, gain an additional 5 levels, screenshot yourself again, and reply to the pinned tweet with both of those screenshots, and you are also entered to win. This giveaway is going on for about 2 more weeks now, so you have a little bit of time to enter. Plus, if we get at least 100 downloads this month, I will be doubling that giveaway, so there will be more packs up for grabs. Plus, that download link in the description acts as a creator code, so anything you spend in game goes to help to support me and my channel, so thank you so much for that. And thank you to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. So I originally sat down and had a vague concept of what I wanted to do. It was a little bit more traditional and it was super overgrown. And I didn't finish it. I didn't like how it was coming out. So I decided, you know what, that's fine. I'll sleep on it tonight and I will come back to it in the morning. And while I was trying to fall asleep, I came up with this concept of container homes that are a little bit off from each other, with like gardening space all around it and in like super bright colors that represented spring. So I am so glad I stepped away from it because just like laying down helped me come up with a better concept, and I adore how these builds came out. And I don't know why I said these builds. I guess because it's more than one structure. So the yellow and pink containers end up being the actual home, and then the green one, which right now I have a staircase going up, but we're gonna get rid of that in the end, ends up being sort of like a greenhouse space that has all sorts of decorative flowers and gardening plots in there, as well as a flower arranging table. So this is really a space that your Sims can focus on their gardening skill and have a little bit of fun with that. But you could definitely renovate it and turn it into whatever you would like. I just was having a lot of fun with this, and I feel like I don't think I've ever used these colors for the containers because they're just so vibrant. And that's not something I typically do. But I had a lot of fun with those colors, as well as a bunch of the landscaping here, getting a lot of pink in here because I highly associate the color pink with springtime. And yeah, the landscaping was just a lot of fun to do. But if you do like this build and you would like to download it for yourself, play with it for yourself, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, GRYPHI. You could also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. Right now I am just trying to figure out having some greenery growing up the sides of these builds. I use a combination of stuff in the regular catalog and in Live objects from a variety of packs, and I also thought it would be really important to have the bunny stump and like the bird tree from Cottage Living, so you could interact with some of the animals that I think are very heavily associated with spring. I thought that would be super cute. And then over here, this section, what this is supposed to be a private outdoor space that is private. Like this lot, I feel like, is right in the middle of everything, and it doesn't feel like your outdoor space would be that private. So I really wanted to create an area where you could go outside and only access that area from inside the house, and just like a little, kind of like a little courtyard, but it's not really surrounded by buildings. It's just surrounded by fences. And I think it came out really cute in the end. So I really liked that. It was a little bit different. But just working on the greenhouse space now, the first thing I placed in there, of course, was the flower arranging table and some lighting. And I'm getting a lot of decorative plants in here. I started with the kits because there are some really good plants with the kits. Not only the Blooming Rooms kit, but the first thing I put in here is actually like a shelving unit with plants on it from the Industrial Loft kit. And so yeah, I'm just grabbing a bunch of plants to put in here and end up putting some planter pots as well. But I think it looks nice to have decorative plants in spaces that your Sims are going to be using for planting things. It just makes it look a little bit more full. And so yeah, that's just what I did in here. Adding a few more things, and there will be some more decorations over by the flower arranging table. I really wanted to put like the propagation station. I don't know if that's what it's called, but like the making more plants area over here. And I thought it would look nice to stack up some of these modular shelves from Dream Home Decorator and like fill them up with other gardening supplies. So I think it looks pretty cute. And that's pretty much it for the interior of the greenhouse space. I wanted it to still be functional, but have some clutter around so it looks like it's being used. And yeah, that's really it. Just grabbing like one or two more plants to put over in this area. And then we should be hopping back outside to do a little bit of work in that outdoor space before working on the floor plan for the main tiny house. And yeah, it does pop around a little bit because I'll find an item that I think I'm going to use one place and I'm like, oh no, I want to use this here instead. So you know, I also added like a bump out towards the back so we would have more space in here since I wanted there to be like a lofted bedroom upstairs, which is what I am creating now, the staircase leading up to that. And I know those doors on the end are functioning doors, but I wasn't imagining we were going to be using them. I just wanted them to be there to make the containers look like they're still containers. So on this particular structure, you're not going to be using the container doors, whereas on the greenhouse, you would be. Anyway, just painting the inside and figuring out the floor plan. I have a closed off room that is going to be our small bathroom, and then right next to it here, I have the kitchen space. I ended up using these counters from Dream Home Decorator in this mint swatch. I looked at a couple of other options, but I just really liked how that looked, and I wanted the inside to still have lots of bright colors and be very spring-like. I was trying to go out of my comfort zone with color and use these really bright colors I don't typically use, but try to not make it too overwhelming. I feel like it was a very thin line of trying to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure if I achieved it, but it was definitely fun to play around with some bright colors I don't typically go for. So anyway, in the kitchen space here, I did get some upper head cabinetry that matches the flooring a little bit better. It is some cabinets from the Cool Kitchen pack. And then in here, I was like, maybe this couch. And then I changed my mind and that ended up being outside instead. And then I decided to work on this space because I also wanted to have a table and chairs out here. I ended up going for the high top one from Tiny Living. I thought that worked nicely. I wanted a space for your Sims to be able to eat because I didn't really put one inside. I have a living room inside instead. So I wanted this to be a space your Sims could go ahead and dine and also relax a little bit. So there is the couch out there as well. But anyway, back into the kitchen space, I was trying to figure out how to clutter up the area, and I ended up using that shelf from Tiny Living, and we're just painting the walls, and I go back and add a little bit more clutter afterwards. But I wanted to play around with couches and try and figure out what would work nicely in this space. I tried a bunch of different things, but I actually ended up going with the couch from Parenthood in the end, which was a lot of fun. It's got some pink in it. I know we haven't grabbed it yet. I, for a while, was like, maybe this one, maybe that one. I kept trying a bunch of different ones because I really wanted to bring in some more color. But I was very happy with what I ended up grabbing in the end. So I had this one down for a little while, which is the couch from Paranormal. And I was trying to figure out the rugs to go with it. And I ended up going with this rug in the end from the fitness pack. It has all the colors I wanted, but it wasn't too vibrant at the same time. And so just figuring out what couch to pair with it. So I ended up using the pink swatch of this Parenthood couch. And I just think it looks so nice. I don't know if I've ever used this swatch before, but I really liked how subtle it was. It's very colorful, but I don't think it's too vibrant. Let me know what you think. And I paired it with these paintings above the couch that came with Tiny Living. put a couple of plants under the staircase, and then we're going to be working on a TV unit area. I wanted to use some of the modular pieces, but they have such a harsh shadow, so it was really frustrating. I still ended up using one of them in the end, but I put a plant over on the other side to try and hide the shadow, and used the yellow pot on that, and just have a TV over here with a couple of plants above it. The ones, these ones that I had temporarily put in the kitchen. Those ones are also from Dream Home Decorator. And I think the next thing we're going to do is clutter up the kitchen. I first changed the tiling in the kitchen and in the bathroom. It's not technically a tiling, it's like a wood tiling, so it wouldn't be good for those spaces, but it's the Sims and you can pretend it's regular tiling, and I think it's really pretty and modern, so I ended up using that. And then cluttering up the kitchen with like some lemons and those little canisters in the corner that are in the really pretty, more like pastel-y colors. And then moving on into the bathroom, this is a really simple 4-tile bathroom. I tucked the shower from the Jungle Adventure Pack into the wall, and then just got a nice little sink and toilet in here. And then I used the mirror from Parenthood that has little flowers on it. I just thought it was appropriate for the theme of this build. And then the bathrobe and the towels I used in here are also pink. We have a lot of pink accents in this build, so if you like pink, this build might be for you. But moving upstairs now, I wasn't sure what color scheme I wanted to go for. I knew I wanted to stick to like the spring bright colors that I was going for, but I really had no idea. So I'm changing through so many different beds right now. And I actually ended up deciding what to choose based on a rug, because I was just grabbing rugs after I couldn't figure out a couch or a bed. And I ended up placing down this one right here, which I never used because I don't really like it that much as an accent rug. But as it almost looks like it's a built-in carpet in this upstairs space because it fits the area so nicely. I actually really liked it here. So I chose the bed based on that rug to make everything look really nice. And we're getting some artwork as well as some side tables, and we'll be getting some curtains up here. It ends up being a pretty cozy space, but I also feel like this tiny home is fairly spacious. It ends up being, I think, 86 tiles in the end. But a lot of that is like not areas that are that important. Like we have an outdoor, or we have the greenhouse that's not even attached. You could definitely have that space without it being enclosed in walls if you wanted it to. But I was just really happy with the amount of space I was able to give this home, making it feel pretty cozy, but fun and colorful. And I hope it captures spring, because that's really what I wanted it to do. I'm just so tired of winter. It's so cold and it's snowing all the time. And I would like to see some flowers blooming and slightly warmer weather. That's where my brain is at right now. So anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.